Over in North Mankato at Castle North Soccer Complex, the Mankato East Cougars host the Rochester John Marshall Rockets. The Rockets come in with high energy right out of the gate. Freshman Alexa Schmidt takes a shot on goal, but it's wide. The Cougars offense decides to step things up from here, getting a few shots off, but just couldn't get the right angle on the ball. Cougars still keeping the pressure up as Jenna Starkey gets a touch on the ball, setting up a shot into the corner of the net for Sophia Barnacle, but Starkey was called offside, so no goal here. East firing on all cylinders. It's Starkey again who sends it to the middle for 8th grader Lana Peterson, putting the ball right in the corner. East up 1-0 at half. Unfortunately, the Cougars could not hold on to their lead in the second half, falling 2-1 to the Rockets.